welcome back to my channel. So today is the 7th video in our Word of the Day series in association with Mrs. Wordsmith. They are awesome. Go to their website. If you haven't purchased a storyteller's dictionary, it will change your world and your writing. It'll make it super awesome. So check them out, have a look. And they've also got lots of free stuff to download too. So the word that we are going to learn today is a word from the wonderful world of Mrs. Wordsmith. And the word is innovative. I'm going to just slow that down because it's a very long word. Innovative. If you break that down, I sometimes break that down into syllables, so sort of units of chunks of sound. So if you say it in a robot voice, innovative, 4 syllables. 4 syllables. Innovative. Saying something in a robot voice can really help you figure out how many syllables are in it. Give it a try. Just pause the video, see how many syllables there are in your name. Mrs. Thompson. That's good. Well done. So, the word of the day is innovative. Can't see it. Innovative. And it means, I'm going to move a bit closer. It means creative or inventive, like the genius who carved the first ever wheel out of stone. Because back then, nobody had heard of wheels. Wheels didn't exist. So whoever came up with the first wheel, all those thousands, maybe millions of years ago, would have been, oh my goodness, this makes our lives so much easier. This new piece of technology called the wheel means we can put it on things and push things along really easily. So everybody would have thought, OMG, this is amazing. It's very innovative, okay? So, the word is innovative, and it is a clever or sly word. I think this is more of a clever word than a sly word. Sly means it's kind of sneaky. This is a very clever word. So if somebody is innovative, it means that they are very clever. And you can see, look, he's got these lines coming out of him like he's just had this amazing idea. He's just carved the first ever wheel out of stone. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's a very innovative idea. Now, I mentioned to you in one of my previous videos that all the words I'm going to be teaching you guys this week have Latin word roots. This word is no exception. So, the Latin language was the language originally of ancient Rome, but it actually has given us a lot of words in modern English, and there are lots of French words that originate from Latin too. So if you know a little bit about Latin, it can help you to figure out the meanings of a lot of words that you don't know. So the word originally in Latin was innovare, and that means to renew or restore. So the bit of the word that we are interested in is the nov, N-O-V, and that means new, or it meant new in Latin. So innovare meaning to renew or to restore, and the nov bit of the word, we call that a word root, the part of the word. This bit, the nov, N-O-V, that means new. Okay, and there are a bunch of words in English, in modern English, that contain the nov part, the nov word root, and it does actually mean new. So I wrote some down to share with you. So the first one is renovate. So that might be something you're doing to your living room. You might renovate it. And when you renovate something, it means you make it like new again. So you might paint the walls or buy a new sofa or knock down the boring fireplace that has been there for years to make it look modern and new. So you make it look new again. If you innovate, that's very similar to the word that we are learning today. So if you innovate, that's a verb. So I might take an invention, like the telephone, and innovate it. So years ago, you had to plug telephones into the wall, they didn't work. But some bright spark came along and made an innovation, he innovated the telephone so that we could walk around with mobile phones held to our ears and they didn't have to be plugged into the wall. So the mobile phone was created by somebody who innovated an existing invention. So if you innovate something, it means you kind of make it new again. A novice, you might have heard this word maybe in the gaming world or in the sporting world. So if you are a novice at something, it means you haven't really done it very much before. So, for example, the other day, Mr. Thompson, he's a really good cyclist. He is very good at sport. He likes to keep fit and healthy. And he let me have a go on his bike. I'm a terrible cyclist. I had my helmet, I had my pads on. It was all great, but I'm a novice. I'm very new to cycling, so I couldn't go very fast. And when we got to a hill, it took me ages to get over it because I'm very new to cycling. I'm a novice. So that means I'm going to take lots of practice before I get any good. Okay, so we've got renovate, innovate, novice, novelty. A novelty is something that's quite new or unusual. So yeah, you might have a novelty toilet roll holder in your bathroom. My granny used to have a novelty toilet roll holder that looked like an old doll. In fact, it looked a little bit like this. Interesting, bit weird. And novel. So if you describe something as novel, it's an adjective. It means it's kind of new and unusual. So all of those words, the nov bit means new. And that is how it links to our word of the day. And our word of the day, just to remind you, because I do love this picture, is innovative. Say it a few times over with me because it is quite hard to say. Innovative. 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 It's quite tricky to say. Okay, so the word is innovative. It means creative or inventive, like the genius who carved the first ever wheel out of stone. Okay, so I have 2 challenges for you today with regards to this word. The first challenge I would like you to complete, I'm going to show you in time lapse, is your handwriting. Make it gorgeous, make it beautiful, make it stunning. Go. Okay, now the second challenge we're going to do sort of together, because I popped this into one of my videos the other day and some people sort of said that that they weren't quite sure. So I'm going to go through the challenge with you. I'm going to give you a chance to pause the video and to do the challenge yourselves, and then you can play the video straight away and see whether you manage to get it right or not. And then if we do the same challenge again in the future, hopefully you'll be a little bit more sure. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is pause the video. I'm going to show you a word circle. Okay, I have already drawn it on here, but I'm going to pause the video so that you can write the word circle in your book. Okay, so you should now have that word circle written in your book. Don't worry if the words aren't in exactly the same place. It doesn't really matter. So the first thing that we're going to do this in 2 stages. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to talk about some synonyms. Now, synonyms are words which mean the same thing or very similar meaning. Okay, now synonyms, words which mean the same thing, basically. Okay, now if we turn our word back over, we can see that there are already 2 synonyms on here. So if something is innovative, it means it's creative or inventive. Okay, so it's an adjective. So I am going to look at my word circle up here, and I am going to look for words which mean the same thing. Okay, before I do that, I want you to quickly pause the video. You don't have to do it straight away if you don't want to, although you can. I want you to talk to the people around you and maybe circle some of the synonyms that you can see. So some of the words on here that mean the same thing as innovative. Okay, so on my word circle, words which mean the same thing. So creative means the same sort of thing, doesn't it? Because on our picture here it says creative or inventive. Okay, so I'm definitely going to circle creative, and I'm definitely going to circle inventive down here. Okay. Oh, imaginative, that's an adjective, and it's very, very similar in meaning to innovative. Okay, so I'm going to circle that one as well. Okay, so here we have 3 synonyms for the word innovative. Okay, innovative meaning creative or inventive. Now, pardon me. The other thing that we talked about the other day that people were a little bit unsure about was collocations. Now, another word for collocation is word pairs. Sometimes we call them word pairs, but the technical term is collocations. Now, a collocation does not mean the same thing as the word you're talking about. So these 2 words mean the same thing, so they are synonyms, but a word pair is slightly different. A collocation is slightly different. Now, I'm going to give you some answers here, so hopefully next time you do this, it will be a bit clearer. Now, these 2 words are collocations. That means that they are often found together. That means it's common to see them together in the same sentence. So for example, you might say that mobile phones are a very innovative technology. Okay, 5G AstroTurf is a very innovative technology in the sporting world. That means it's very new, creative technology. So these 2 words do not mean the same thing, but they are quite often found together in the same sentence. So they are collocations. Now, you can also be an innovative thinker. So an innovative thinker would be somebody who often has creative or imaginative ideas. So if you have ever seen the TV show Dragon's Den, they have these people come in and they very often have creative, imaginative ideas. So the people that you see on the TV show Dragon's Den are very often innovative thinkers. So the word innovative and the word thinker do not mean the same thing. They have different meanings, but they are often found in the same sentence. Okay, now, so hopefully that clarifies the difference between synonyms and collocations. Just to say it one more time, synonyms mean the same thing. Collocations or word pairs do not mean the same thing, but they are often found together in the same sentence. Now, I'm going to end the video here. I have got a selection of word pairs that are still on the board, on the paper behind me. So if you are still a little bit unsure, or you want to just clarify your understanding of what a word pair is, pause the video at the end. I'll zoom in so you can see a bit more clearly. Pause the video, talk to the people around you about what sentences you could use these words in. So we had 5G is an innovative technology, and the people on Dragon's Den are innovative thinkers. So pause the video, see what sentences you can come up with that use these collocations. If you're in my class and you want me to check those out, absolutely send them my way, or show them to a older brother or sister, a carer, an adult that you have at home. That is going to help you out. So have a wonderful day. I hope you come up with lots of innovative ideas, and I will see you all tomorrow for another word of the day. Bye.